Inside your bedroom, we stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm.
Hello and happy Monday. We have done quite a bit today. I journaled this morning. I did the dishes. It looks like that's just about finished up. I did some Christmas stuff. I still have more Christmas things to do, but I've gotten everything caught up that I currently have done for Christmas. And I just finished recording the second podcast episode for Read Books, Be Kind. The first two episodes are just me. I don't have any guests in those, but something I want to do today is take a look at my interest form. If you didn't know, in my link tree, which is down below, there is an interest form for anyone who would like to maybe appear and be a guest in the Read Books, Be Kind podcast. There's a link there. You can apply and give me information, and that information is something I'd like to look at today and start setting up calls with guests so that it's not just me in these calls. So that is something else I'd like to do today, but we've already accomplished a lot. I just did my midday journaling because I try to do a little bit there as well. What else? I need to film the bonus content for Patreon. That is something that I do need to do. So not only will the podcast episodes go to YouTube and to podcast platforms like Spotify, but there will be extended editions of every single episode, and those extended versions are only available on my Patreon. So for the first few episodes, they are me reading from one of my books. So it's nothing guest oriented, but in the future, I do think I will make some of those guest specific. So you have to be a Patreon member to get access to some of those fun things with guests. But yes, that is something I still need to film today, is the bonus content. But past that, today's not really a writing day. I pick up Finn at 2:30. So I have a little bit of time before I have to do that. So I'm going to continue tackling some of these tasks. It is noon, so let me go in here. That's why I went in the kitchen. I went in the kitchen and walked out with you guys, but that is something I need to do, is eat lunch. So I am going to pull lunch out, eat that while I edit the podcast episode, and hopefully we will be able to film the bonus content and get it all edited and scheduled to go out on YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. Hi, hello, happy Wednesday. It is me. Ugh, I'm so annoyed. I have this gigantic zit right in the middle of my face. I hope that doesn't gross anybody out. Oh my gosh. I keep telling myself, and Alex was super nice last night in telling me it just means my skin's healthy. I have really oily skin, which means I won't wrinkle super early in my life. But still, on to what I wanted to tell you guys about. Today is a writing day. I am super, super excited. I do need to record, I have my microphone over here. I need to record a bonus episode at some point for Patreon to go along with the podcast. It's just 2 chapters of Curse of Wings and Darkness though, so I don't think it'll take me super long. I think I may use that as like a brain break later today. But other than that, it is a writing day. I'm very, very excited. I'm going to start the day with a little journaling. Finn is off to school. It's just June and I. Hi, June. Oh, bye, June. And so I'm going to do a little bit of journaling, get in a good headspace, and yeah, get started on the day and hopefully get a lot of writing done, because this book is moving slowly. Last time I gave you guys a writing update, I told you I'm at a better point in the draft, so things were moving along a lot smoother, and they are. But now honestly, I'm just taking my sweet old time to sit down and work on things. So I need to do that. I really need to do that. So we are going to focus our attention on writing today as the priority. That is the main event of the day. And yep, we're going to start with that. So no writing has happened today. I am getting a ton done though. I'm getting a lot of planning. Funnily enough, now that I'm looking into things, now it's getting really dark. I'm moving into a new space. So now that I am like really looking into my calendar and my schedule going into 2025, I have a ton of stuff, not only like prepped and ready to go, but even like already scheduled out for January. So I am really excited because in some ways that means that I do have an opportunity already available to me that if I wanted, I could schedule like an entire week completely off from like, at least from like being online and keeping up with YouTube and stuff. I could like unplug for almost an entire week. It also means that if my writing does bleed over into January, like I think it may, I would also have the space to do that. So I am excited. So I'm trying to think not so much about everything I haven't gotten done and think more about what I have gotten done and the position it puts me in other ways. So I'm pretty happy about it. There's June. Hi, June. Hi, June. She's so dang cute. Also, I got up my video today all about how I go about planning my year of publishing, speaking of all things 2025. So if you're interested, go check out that video. There's also a guide on my Patreon. It's over 30 pages, and it's all about how I put together an entire year of my publishing timeline and things that I take into consideration. It has a bunch of worksheets and planners in there. So if you needed like a planner system, like a really basic one for the entire year just for your publishing stuff, you could download that. It's only $3 on Patreon. Patreon members get it for free. So if you are a Patreon member for just $5 a month, that is also up. So you can go and check that out. So let's see, was going to go out to the coffee shop. It is almost 1 o'clock. I have to pick up Finn here in a little bit. Well, a couple of hours. So I probably won't get out of the house today. I have more podcast stuff scheduled for tomorrow. So I think I'm just going to continue the prep work I have going on here. Maybe check on some LPC stuff on my computer. And that may be what we do for Wednesday. If we get around to writing, that would be fantastic. I am considering staying up late even just to get maybe like an hour of writing time in. So I don't know. We'll see. That may be something that I do. I don't know. I'll check in with you guys later and let you know. Okay, we recorded another podcast episode, this one with a guest. So you'll have to check it out when it releases. I'm going to finish editing said podcast episode, maybe film a little more because I have to do some bonus content, and then I may go out to like write at the coffee shop. I have done very, very little writing this week, which is a little annoying, but there's a lot going on. I am getting a ton of stuff done for like YouTube and things, so I'm not super upset with that. Just wish I was writing more. So, and I've been in the house a lot. And so it would be an excuse to leave the house to go and write at the coffee shop. So I think we may do that after I finish editing and uploading this episode. Maybe record one of the bonuses and then go out to the coffee shop and finish doing it all there.
Come along, move along, reggaeton. We belong, pick it up, till it drops, fill the cup, never stop.
It has been quite the day. I met a king. I'm not even kidding. The king walked by me. Where I live, we have a really large population. of people from the Marshall Islands. If you don't know anything about the Marshall Islands, you should go look it up because the history there is really important, I think, to U.S. history, and especially regarding things like nuclear bombs and World War, because they were heavily affected. Also, climate change. Should go check out the history of the Marshall Islands. But the Marshall Islands, we have a compact with them that allows people from the Marshall Islands to come to the U.S., and they don't need some of the same permits and stuff. They can come whenever they want and stay. And so from the Marshall Islands, a lot of the people will send their children over to the U.S. for education. And then some of them will go back to the islands, but a large population of them remain here. There's actually more people from the Marshall Islands in the U.S. than there are on the Marshall Islands. And some of that's due to climate change. Some of that's because the bombing has made some of their island uninhabitable, along with like radiation and stuff. There's a whole thing. I've done many a project on it. But because we have a large population, and we have a large population in the school that I worked at, I guess the king comes and visits. So I was standing in the welcome center because I had to drop off Alex's lunch. I've been playing mama and wife this morning, running everybody's errands, and Alex forgot his lunch. So I brought his lunch in, and the king and his little procession walked on by me. So that was interesting. So yeah, if you don't know anything about the Marshall Islands, go and look it up, because for one, some of the history will make you really frustrated with the US. But also, I think it's just really interesting, the culture. It's just so different. Anyway, like I said, I've been playing wife and mama this morning. I had to run a couple errands. I dropped Finn off. I just happened to pull up next to my boss, which was interesting. That was funny. There's like a whole joke we have about drop off, like kid drop off and stuff. And so that was just really funny that he happened to pull up next to me during drop off. Because our kids go to the same place. And I had to run errands around for Finn. And then, of course, I had to come up here to run stuff for Alex. I've had a really good buddy, though, throughout the whole thing. Hi, June. Look. She's so cute. It's just chilly enough that I tossed a blanket on her. And she has been so cozy. She's just been, like, chilling. I think she almost fell asleep at one point. But now we are off to the house. I swear I'm gonna get out of the house today. So we're gonna start at home. It is 8:15. We're gonna work a little bit there. My goal today is just drafting. I do have a video I need to film, but I am putting it off. It's one that is for January, long time, so I can get to that whenever. So I am going to prioritize myself and my writing and my work today. So that is what the goal is. That is what we will be working on. And we're going to start at home with some of my normal, like, pump up stuff, get ready. I really would like to dress up a little more, so I may actually do that. We have date night tonight, Alex and I. We're going to go see a play that is produced and put on by a teen theater organization in town. I'm really excited. I'm going to get to speak to them in January and go and meet them and see their projects and stuff, because they write and produce their own stuff as well. So I am super excited. I'll get to go see some kids in a production tonight. That'll be really fun. So I'd like to get dressed up a little bit. So I may do that as part of my reason to get out this afternoon. Also, I am releasing the pre-order information for Snow at Sunset today. So that post is getting ready to go live. I have it scheduled out. I'm releasing the mostly official blurb as well. So that's really fun. So if you're watching this video and you really liked Winter Witches and Frozen as Friends, you can pre-order the Kindle version of Snow as Sunset right now. That's exciting. So let's get home and let's get started on the day. So the internet dropped at our house. So I know I said I was going to go to the coffee shop anyway. So we're just going a little early. I ate a little snack. I will probably grab a snack there at the coffee shop, but we are gonna head out a tad early. Oh, and I got dressed for date night. Look, we're going to see White Christmas, which is the play the kids are putting on. So I put on my Christmas tree earrings and I got a festive red dress on. So I feel ready to go. So now let's go to this coffee shop and start working. Good morning. I am so tired. I am super happy to report that writing is starting to pick up a little bit. I had a book signing yesterday at my local bookstore. We were there not super long ago, but we wanted to do another at the holiday time, hoping to sort of just get people in because of the holiday buzz and also because of my Christmas books. Because of holiday shipping and the timing, I could not get Frozen as Friends here in time. And so the only new release anyway, I had my backlist, all the books I still had left in my inventory. So there was a little bit of everything. And I did order early enough to get a bunch of copies of Winter Witches. And I sold one book yesterday, and it was one that was already in her inventory at the bookstore. So didn't get anything out of it. It was really slow in the bookstore anyway. And she also said that sales have been down and it has been slow since after Thanksgiving. And it's strange because I've kind of noticed that in stores that there's not this like rush around. And I would assume that it's because people have moved their shopping more online, but I could be wrong. I will say, normally this time of the year, my sales are down online, and I'm actually having a really good month for December. So I don't know. Maybe people are shopping online more. Who knows? But I was a little bummed out that I didn't do well because I normally do. So this is the first signing where I haven't done well, which was a little frustrating, but I've been reminding myself that my sales online are up and I've got more going on there. I've got a lot of things going on. So trying to take that and spin it with a little bit of gratitude, which is leading to more positive thinking, which is great. I am feeling really good now about my draft because something I did get done while I was sitting there because it was so slow was I pulled up my outline for Trial of Flame and Wings and I started to tinker with it, think more ahead because this is a draft where I have been discovery writing a lot more. And I'm realizing that because this is more of a fantasy forward book and it's more of a real detailed fantasy story, I've had to do a lot of mythology building, which I love, but I'm just not used to that kind of a book I'm just not used to writing that kind of a book. And so it's longer. So naturally it's taking more time. It's very intricate in the plot. So of course it's taking a bit of time for me to set the scene and to do all the details. And so yesterday during the book signing, I sat down and looked at my outline and I was able to figure out where the next couple acts work out. So now I feel a lot better. So I think I'm going to continue with that, working with the outline first before I tackle the actual story, just to make sure that I get the details there so I'll feel better and I'll have more productive writing sessions, hopefully. And the way that I work is I'll leave the outline fairly open so I can sort of discovery write a tad in there, but I do need to get more things, I think, fleshed out. So all in all, it's funny because yesterday was a really good day other than the signing. I had a work Christmas party that Alex, Finn, and I went to last night. It was amazing. I just felt so full yesterday. It's crazy how much your environment can have such an effect on your mental health and just so many other things. And that was so evident yesterday at that work Christmas party. I was just so thankful for everybody in the room. Everyone gets along. We all appreciate all the things everybody does. And I don't know, it's just such a different work environment than I've ever worked in before. And I am so, so excited to work there. I feel very, very lucky and fortunate to have these people in my life. So yeah, I was just a lot of thankfulness and gratitude last night, for sure. So that's what I'm hoping to carry into this week, actually. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these shaky ankles, shall we? That's pretty much the update. I've actually gotten a head start on all of my Sunday chores, the normal stuff I do. Alex ran out to get donuts because we caught our elf on the shelf this morning. She was trying to sneak out to go get donuts, so he went to get donuts for us. So he'll be back in a little bit. I want to get a head start on editing this video. There's really not a ton in this video because it's been such a slow writing week. But yeah, I feel more hopeful moving into next week now that I've played with the outline. And I think that's what I'll work on more of tonight during game night is outlining. So yeah, I'm going to get around to that. I'm going to go spend time with Finn, eat a donut, have some coffee because I just got coffee going. And yeah, check out the links in the description box. I just released a video this week that is doing really well, actually. My video all about my how to develop a 1-year publication plan. There's a guide that goes along with it. You can purchase from Patreon for just $3, or become a Patreon member for $5 a month and get it for free along with everything else. So check all that out. Link in the description box. Like, share this video if you enjoyed it, and read books. Be kind. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.